Welcome back, boxing fans, to another great show with Sean on Boxing. So imagine Andre Ward clout chasing again. I mean, you can't make this shit up. This irrelevant motherfucker who was coming out of 2 years of retirement, right, tried to clout chase off of Golovkin as if somehow Andre Ward was some superstar who was selling pay-per-views. He wasn't. Never did. No matter who he was with. Never a big draw. The biggest draws he could have had, he actually didn't pursue those fights. He could have went to the UK and fought Carl Froch. That would have been huge. But he chose not to do that because this dude never wanted to give up any advantage at all. Could have went to Canada, fought the Canadian middleweight champion for Undisputed. Didn't want to fight Boutte because, once again, didn't want to give up any advantages at all. Guy came out of retirement, tried to get Golovkin to fight him, but of course Golovkin was moving towards a far bigger name in Canelo Alvarez. And you could see he was a far bigger name. Every fight that Golovkin did with Canelo Alvarez did over 1 million pay-per-view buys. The 2 pay-per-views that Andre Ward did with Kovalev, we're lucky if they did 200,000 buys, right? They were not successful. So much so that I think in the second fight, Kovalev literally didn't make any money because the pay-per-views were so low, it didn't generate money, so he didn't make any money. Because, of course, Andre Ward somehow felt he was the A-side. I don't know why Kovalev would have even given that fucking dude the opportunity to fight him. He didn't earn an opportunity for the title. He didn't beat anyone to justify being the number 1 mandatory for Kovalev's title. So why would Kovalev have even bothered fighting that fucking guy? Because Ward, being Ward, somehow felt that he was the A-side in this draw. A guy literally come out of 2 years of retirement and then coming in after fighting 3 bum-ass opponents back to back to back in far from fucking exciting performances. But somehow his team felt that that was the opponent that Kovalev should have chased. Don't ask me. I mean, obviously, as a boxing fan, I appreciate the fight and understood the significance. But as far as a business decision, I don't know why Kovalev would have even bothered fucking with Andre Ward. But now Andre Ward, after years and years of clout chasing off of fucking Canelo Alvarez, trying to use Canelo Alvarez to sell his fucking shit book that no one gives a fuck about. I mean, I wonder how many copies of that book sold. Probably not fucking many, because the dude did not lead a very interesting life. A dude that is very religious. I can't imagine having much going on in his life that would have really made for an interesting read, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. But now, of course, what's he doing? Same thing he's always done. Clout chasing off of Anthony Joshua. As if somehow, I mean, if AJ's talking about potentially fighting Jake Paul, then shit, I might as well get into the conversation. I mean, I could do a Anthony Joshua fight as well as Jake Paul could. The only difference is Jake Paul's a bigger fucking success than you are. Jake Paul's pay-per-views have far more than eclipsed anything Andre Ward has ever fucking done. Does it mean he's a better fighter? Of course not. Nobody would ever assume that Jake Paul's a better fighter than Andre Ward. I can put Andre Ward in perspective, but I mean, I'm not going to shit on his ability. Obviously, he's a great fighter. But why would AJ fight fucking Andre Ward? The only reason he would even think about fighting Jake Paul is because that fight would do fucking shitloads of cash, right? Tons of cash. The fight would probably be on Netflix, probably do fucking over 5 million towards 10 million fucking, views on Netflix. It'll do huge numbers because, of course, AJ is a superstar with a huge fan base, and for some reason, so is Jake Paul. Don't ask me why, but some reason he is. Not that I find him or his brother that interesting, but I'm not the ones who've been buying their pay-per-views all this time, so don't ask me. But now Ward is trying to get into the conversation, trying to somehow put himself in a potential Anthony Joshua fight. But why would Anthony Joshua even fucking bother with Andre Ward? Andre Ward's going to come in acting as if somehow he's the A-side. He's not. The dude's fucking begging for fucking a payday. I know what you want. You want a payday, right? As Canelo said to fucking Andrade, that's exactly what AJ just recently said towards Andre Ward, because that's what it is. Andre Ward never made a lot of money as a boxer because he was never the kind of fighter that really attracted a huge audience. He wasn't an exciting fighter. His fighting style was pretty fucking old school and pretty fucking boring to watch. Dirty, rugged, infighting, far from exciting. So this dude never really had the huge paydays that some other fighters got. That's the way the cookie crumbles, right? But now, of course, now that he's 40-something years old, been out of the game for 7 years, now he's thinking about potentially fighting AJ. What would AJ gain from fighting a fucking old, inactive Andre Ward? If he knocked him out as he fucking is going to, no one would give a shit. They'd be like, yeah, you cherry pick a fucking light heavyweight. And if for some reason he got beat, he would be mocked and ridiculed to the fucking end of time. Not that that would happen, because we know Andre Ward's just trying to get a fucking payday. I mean, he'd be better off chasing Jake Paul. That'd be maybe more of a fight that maybe people would be interested in. But as far as Ward versus fucking AJ, no one asked for that fight. No one wants that fight. No one gives a shit about that fight. But all these dumbass fucking people in the media acting as if somehow Andre Ward would beat Anthony Joshua. Not only is he giving up like 11 inches in fucking reach, right? 6 inches in fucking height, and at least 50 pounds, maybe more in weight. I mean, fucking let's get real. I mean, AJ's also pretty much in his physical prime, right? Whereas Andre Ward is far from his physical prime. A dude that's been inactive and not fighting for 7 years on an elite level. A guy that took 3 tune-up fights before he'd step in the fight with fucking Kovalev, right? So if he's trying to step in with AJ, we know what it's about. Money. And that's all. As far as that fight, I hope it never gets made because no one fucking gives a shit. I don't need to say Andre Ward try to fucking get a big payday from fucking clout chasing some deserved fighter like an Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua obviously could go fight Fury. He'd get paid tens of millions of dollars in the biggest fucking UK face-off fight in history. Why would he have to waste his time with fucking Ward? He'd do better fighting Deontay Wilder than he would fighting fucking Andre Ward. That fight would also do big numbers because people think both of them are past their best. So it'd still sell, it'd still be a intriguing matchup. But Ward, stop.